Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today, as the title and thumbnail suggests, we're going to be doing part 2 on what if Deku was Itachi's reincarnation. Now, thank you for all of the love I've been getting on the past part of this vid. I didn't think that it was going to get nearly as many views, maybe 100 tops, or maybe 200 if I was really lucky, but I already have 4 times 200, and I have over 800 views on that, and I had no idea that I was going to do so well. So I want to say thank you for really seeming to enjoy that video. But yeah, as well as thank you for just subscribing, joining the Discord. We have a few new members for that. Like I said, we have a Discord. I have some new projects coming out in the works, some new videos. I'm gonna have another video on another person's channel, so it's not gonna be on mine. But if you guys want to see that, it should be coming out soon as I get to finish recording it on his channel. So I'll let you guys know when that video should be coming out soon on my community tab as well as on my Discord. But yeah, thank you again for all of the likes and views I've been getting on that, as well as all the subscribers I've been getting. Also, for the announcement of what my 600 subscriber special video is going to be, it's going to be what if Deku was Toto, but I'm also still planning on doing what if Deku was Gojo, as well as what if Deku was Inumaki. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Share it to your friend if you like it. But yeah, I've been stalling enough, and I gotta get straight into it. So after further ado, cue the intro.
Hey Ross, sauce it up. Shit can get dangerous, yeah. Shit can get dangerous, yeah. You staying with a lame beast, yeah. Well, I'm staying with the gang beast, cause that's gang shit. Like, ooh, and they gon' stay by my side, cause them boys down to ride, yeah.
Alright, we start off this video where Bleach Unbound left it off, as we see Izuku being cuffed as he is thrown into the back of the cop car. As we see Izuku's classmates saying, hey, what are you doing? He did nothing wrong. Why are you arresting him? He just saved us. As the officer said, good day. As he then tipped his hat as he went into the driver's seat as he zoomed away from the building. As some of the classmates were like, hey, this makes no sense. Why was Izuku arrested? Come on, please tell us, Sensei Aizawa. As he says, well, to be frank, I have no idea. And it's too much of a bother to think about it. But hey, he's a smart kid, he'll figure it out. And you guys should figure out it soon. And so should I, so we should just be focused on getting back into what we were doing, says Aizawa with a kind of suspicious face on, as some of the classmates just blatantly followed that, while others, like Todoroki and Bakugo, although they didn't care, they said, Aizawa-sensei was being pretty off right now, but I guess so, whatever. As we then see Izuku being driven away from the facility, as to his shock, he's not on the highway making a beeline to the nearest prison. Instead, he's still on the UA campus, and he is now pulling up to this huge facility that he had no idea was even there. It wasn't on the campus sheet. So what is this place? As he thinks to himself, I'm gonna have to figure this out. As we then see Izuku knock on the glass, as the cop says, hey, keep it quiet down there. As he says, yes sir, I just wanted to have a question. Why am I getting arrested, number one? And why am I still on the UA campus instead of making a beeline to the nearest prison? As Izuku says this with a serious face. As the cop can't hold back his laughter. As he starts to laugh furiously. As his shape then changes revealing number 20 hero Shift, as he says, "Teach, is that you?" As he says, "Yeah, it is me, Izuku. How have you been? I haven't seen you. We haven't had math class in a while, and I haven't seen you. So how have you been?" "I've been good, but that doesn't answer my question. This makes me more confused." As Izuku says with a suspicious face on. As he says, "Yeah, I guess that would make sense. So let me give you a rundown. So, you have been entrusted with Japan's future." As he says, "Wait, well, hold on. What do you mean by that?" As he says, "Well, to be frank, kid, what you did was nothing short of incredible. No one has ever seen a student this promising since All Might, and since you have the potential, and All Might has already have a huge interest in you, you and two other students have been chosen to be taken place in, well, two students. It'll be you and another student. Sorry for saying that." As he says, as he chuckles, "Alright, back to the story, teacher. What were you saying?" "Oh yeah, like I was saying, you and another student has been chosen to be the new future of UA." As he says, "Yeah, I get that part. You already said that, but that's not really making sense. And what do you mean the new future of UA and the hope of Japan? Can you please elaborate on that?" And he says, "Of course. I was just getting to that. If you would stop cutting me off." And he says with a slight chuckle, I'm sorry, Sensei." As he then says, "It's no problem, kiddo." As he then says, "But like I was saying, you and this other student who will be meeting pretty soon will be being trained by the top 10 heroes of Japan." As he says, "Wait, really? Why? Why is that? Is UA's training not good enough? Aren't we already being trained by the best of the best?" As the teacher says, "Well, yeah, if we're being technical, but this is going to be more hands-on for the teachers. You won't be having the once every day hero lesson or whatever defense martial arts classes. You won't be having any of that. Instead, you will be taught almost 24/7 about how to defend yourself and how to properly use your quirk. Because, of course, there's so much that UA can do, and like you already said, we are the best of the best, but the best need to be preserved. Talent like yours and this other student needs to be flowered and watered. You're like a little seed that has the potential to grow into a giant oak tree, carrying all of the weight of Japan on your branches." As he says that with a smile on his face. As he says, "I get that and all, but what's the reason for this? Is this a normal occurring thing that UA does, that they take their top student and they arrest him and then they drop him off at a secret facility that's not on the campus list?" As Izuku says with a serious face. As he says, "Well, that part was my idea. I thought it would be kind of a cool way of saying surprise." As he shows his jazz hands, as he says, "Well, I was very amused, Sensei, but please continue." But it's not, like you said, it's not a current thing. This is something a lot more serious. As he says, "Well, I'm all ears then." As he says, "Well, we have been reports by our spies, and you already met one of the people, but we have found word of a new villain group that are rising up and have the potential to be very dangerous, not only to Japan, but the world." As he says, "Wait, you said I already know one of the people?" As he says, "Yeah, remember that guy with all of the hands over his body?" As he says, "Yeah, I remember that guy. Of course I do. I faced him like 10 minutes ago. Why would I forget him?" As he says, yeah, whatever. But that guy, he apparently, to our sources, is one of the members of the group." As he says, "Wow, very interesting." So I'm assuming they're like a huge group of villains and they have the potential to take over the world, right? I says that's spot on. How'd you figure that out, kid? Well, you did say it's a group of villains and they might be dangerous to not only Japan but the world. So it was pretty obvious. It says Itachi with a deadpan look on his face, and he says, "Yeah, you're pretty smart, kid. I like that." You see, you wanted it to be fun. It would be like a comic book, like one of those comic books, like one of those heroes that have the potential is going to be taken under the wing of the awesome heroes, and we're going to teach them how to become a sick butt kicking superhero. As he says, it'll be so much fun. As Izuku says, Sensei, you should be taking this a lot more serious if it's as important enough to be drafting students, not even people that have their hero license, into your corps. As he says, well, of course. Sometimes you gotta lighten up, Izuku-kun. As he then unbuckles his seatbelt as he opens his door and say, well, this is where you're gonna be staying for the next 6 months. So you better enjoy it. Also, you'll have a roommate. Well, he won't be in the same room as you, but like I told you, you're gonna have another person that's gonna be training with you. You guys should be friends, because you're gonna be spending these next 6 months together. And then hopefully, at the end of this training, you guys will be the greatest heroes that the world has ever seen. As he then opens up Izuku's door as he unlocks his cuss and says, I'm sorry about that again, but we had to make it realistic. And as he says, I guess so. Oh yeah, I forgot to give you this. As he turns around and tosses a card to Izuku. As she says, congrats kid. You are now a registered hero of Japan. You should be proud. No one of your age has ever been a hero this early. Usually people have to graduate high school, and most of them go to hero colleges, but most people that go to UA come straight from UA straight to the pros. So you should be honored to be the first to ever become a pro hero at the age of 14. You are 14, right? And he says, yeah, why would you ask? Because unlike you, when I was 14, I didn't look like that. As he points his hand and shows Izuku what he looks like as he makes his hand into a mirror. As he says, well, I guess so. As he gives with a slight chuckle. I guess I do look a lot older. I always have looked like this, and people have been mistaking my age ever since I was in the Hidden Leaf Village, Itachi says to himself. As he says, but, well yeah, who is this guy? Are you gonna be telling me, or is this gonna be like a big one of your surprises? Well, it wouldn't be as fun if I just told you, so you're just gonna have to wait and see. You'll find him out at dinner time. We'll be serving it in 6 hours. So get used to your room. We've already contacted your guardian, and Charity is well aware of what we're doing. She was really hard to convince, but over the phone, Principal Nezu and All Might made a very great case for you to be able to stay here. And except there's only one downfall. You won't be able to see your mom. Well, you will be able to see her once every 2 months, but your mom was quite sad about that, and I don't know how you're gonna take it, so I decided to give you the news now, so you should just expect that instead of waiting to see your mom if she's never gonna show up. As Ezekiel says, well, this is no problem. It's not like I'm not used to being by myself. As he says with chuckling, as he says, well, okay. Good to know, kid. So there shouldn't be such of a culture shift to you. But, like I said, welcome to the corpse, kid. We're glad to have you. As we now cut to 30 minutes later, as Izuku's unpacking all of the boxes of clothes that was put in his room, as he looks around in amazement. It's stuffed packed with all the highest of technology, and he has a TV in his room. That's pretty cool since he hasn't had a TV in his room before. He has a cool PC, at least that's what they call him here. I never had any of this stuff in the Hidden Leaf Village. at least when I was risen back up, I don't think we had any of this, but there's no way we could advance that much. As we see Naruto have a sneeze as he says, someone must have been talking about me, as he got back to his work. As he then, completes unpack, as we then skip to 5 hours and 30 minutes later, as he is taken down to his room by his new butler, as he says, "Sir Izuku, will you please follow me this way to the dining hall?" As we see Izuku says, "Yeah, sure thing." As he then puts down his final box, as he then walks down the hall, as he walks into the dining hall, as it is huge. It has everything. It's just I never seen a dining hall this big. Not even places like restaurants have one this big. Like, it's huge. I think an entire football stadium, football field could fit into this space. As we see Izuku look around, as to his shock, all of the top 10 pro heroes are there, as well as a kid with blonde hair, someone he never met before, but he has a pretty weird and creepy smile. But hey, it can't be worth it, guys, as he has a flashback to when Guy was saying, "Young Itachi, you have so much promise from your young age. Man, back when me and Kakashi were your age, we didn't have this much potential. Let your powers of youth lead you well," as he gives a bright smile as the sun reflects off of his teeth like they were glass. As he says, "Yes, thank you, Guy," as he then walks away, hurrying back to his compound. As he then says, "I wonder what all of them are doing." Well, no need to think about that now. As he then sits at the table, at the spot that was labeled Izuku Midoriya. As he looks around, like I said, he sees all of the pro heroes. As they said, "Is this him?" As All Might says, "I'm glad you finally arrived, young Midoriya." As he says, "Yeah, this is kind of weird, but I've been briefed by Shift Sensei, and he told me all of the things that I'm gonna have to do and what I'm here for, as well as that there was another student as well here that was also recruited." As All Might says, "Yes, I'm glad Shift already told you this, so it would give me a lot more time to, instead of telling you this, we can get into the juicy stuff," says All Might as he cracks his neck. "Well, as you already know, these are all of the top 10 heroes. Well, you should know these since they're on all of the billboards and have all of the sponsors, and they're Japan's hope," says All Might with a smile. As Izuku says, "Of course I know all of them. They're great heroes in their own right." As we see people like Hawks, Best Genius, Mirko, All Might, and Endeavor. As he says, "Well, let me introduce you. Izuku, this is the you already know me, I'm the number 1 hero. All Might, this is Endeavor, the number 2 hero. I think Best Genius is number 3 and Hawks is number 4. I think. Yeah, this is Best Genius, the number 3 hero, and this is Hawks, the number 4 hero, and so on and so forth. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comment section below." Yeah, it's good to meet all of you," as Izuku gives with a bow. "But who's this guy?" As he says, "Well, it's been time, I guess I can introduce myself, All Might Sensei." As he says, "Hi, my name is Mirio. Nice to meet you." As he says, "Wait, what was that, Sensei?" Well, when he's getting excited, sometimes he stutters a little bit. It doesn't happen that much, so you shouldn't have to get used to it. Like I was trying to say, my name is Mirio. Nice to meet you. As he says, yeah, it's nice to meet you too. I'd never seen you in my class before, so I'm assuming that you have to be older than me, right? As he says, yeah, I'm a third year. And this would have been my final year, and I already have my professional license, so I already been doing some hero work for quite a while, at least 2 years, so this won't be new to me, but I'll do my best to teach you everything I know, says Muriel with a bright smile. He seems like a good guy, says Izuku to himself. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the reason why you guys are here is to be trained by us. Like, you guys should have already been formed by shift. We will be preparing you guys to aid us in the battle against the League of Villains. It is a group that has the potential to not only harm Japan, but the world as well. As Muriel looks up and says, wow, you guys must be very serious. It will be an honor to help you guys however we can. I'm sure Izuku-san also feels that way, as he looks at Izuku as he gives him a smile. As he says, of course, I would be willing to help any way I can to aid you guys in this fight. As All Might says, good to hear, as all of the surrounding heroes also nod their approval. As he says, well, that's all for today. Let's enjoy our meal and our training will begin tomorrow. Trust me, it'll be hell. So you guys better prepare and be ready to help us save Japan. But guys, that's gonna be the ending of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's a lot shorter than the other video, but hopefully you guys really enjoyed. It's not as action heavy. In fact, it has 0 action. But this episode was really just to develop the plot and develop what Izuku is now going to be doing, since he is no longer a typical UA high student. And I thought it would be pretty cool to throw Muriel in this as well, since it would give Izuku a companion of sorts, and since Muriel will in this timeline got one for all, I feel like it would be pretty cool to add Muriel to this. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Look up for my next videos. There should be another video coming out this week as well. I'll try to get you guys 3 videos, and the next video that should be coming out, unless this video also blows up, should be the total what if. But if this video blows up, then I'll try to do this one again, and then do the total what if as well. But yeah, guys, subscribe to my channel if you guys want. Like the video if you guys liked it. Share it to a friend if you guys really want to. Join the Discord, it will probably be linked in the description below. Thank you again for Bleach Unbound for making me this thumbnail. But yeah, guys, after further ado, it's Sub-Zero, and I'm out. Peace.